The future of cooking is looking a lot cleaner.
The reason why Molly was running is because she too is at the State Fair, but she's where SMUD is showing off its energy efficient cook set. I understand that there's some induction going on. Wait, here she goes.
I made it. I made it. Steve, I brought something for you. Okay, here we go.
Oh
Now I was given permission to do this. I'll clean it off, I promise. Ready? All right, here we are. And as he said, Building B actually is very air conditioned. Chef Sandra, I feel like I could wear a jacket, right? This is kind of the place to be.
I was wearing a jacket until just now.
Even as we stand over this cook set. So this is a cooking theater, and actually that point about standing over this cook set, that's kind of a good segue, isn't it? So this is the induction cook set that SMUD is showing off throughout the State Fair.
Exactly, and the point is this cooktop is not hot. Unlike everything else that you cook with, like gas, where suddenly you've turned the whole kitchen into August, induction cooking isn't that way at all because you're heating the pan directly, and contact through the magic of magnets causes the pan to heat without the whole kitchen heating up.
Okay, and you were saying something about your son, which I relate to very much too when it comes to this kind of a cook set.
Yeah, these are so cool because it will only heat the pan that has that magnetic core in it, and it cannot heat something else and light it on fire. So let me grab my towel right here, and I can swap this out. Even though this is on, my towel will never catch on fire because it does not have the core to connect in here. So my son dropped his stuffed animal on the stove trying to get my attention, and lo and behold, that teddy bear caught on fire. But if I had been cooking on induction, that would not have happened.
Okay, so what are you making for us, Chef Sandra?
All right, this morning we are cooking a apricot jam using local apricots from Cloverleaf Farm in Davis. Oh. And we're gonna put the final ingredients right in. I've got some preserved lemons, and those are going in there. There's some honey as well. And so there's salty lemon going in there, and it's going to be super tasty. A squeeze of lemon, and it's done. You can make skillet jam out of anything. And then we're grilling some halloumi cheese here.
Oh, my goodness.
Have you had halloumi cheese?
I love halloumi cheese.
Oh, it's so good because it's got the mint in there, and it's nice and salty, and it makes a fabulous appetizer.
So as a chef, I mean, this works for you, the cook set.
Absolutely. I've been working as a cooking teacher using induction for almost 10 years now.
Okay.
It is fantastic because it's so safe, and it doesn't generate a lot of heat and fumes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing, is that I can take those stoves anywhere and I don't need an exhaust fan because I'm not burning fossil fuels in my kitchen.
And SMUD is offering some incentives for folks to...
Absolutely. If you are curious about induction, now is the time to do it because SMUD is offering a $100 rebate if you're switching from electricity, $750 if you're switching from gas. And that's a massive difference if you're looking to put in a new stove.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and if you want to come see for yourself, we've got that all here at the Cooking Theater here in Building B. Again, very well air conditioned. That smells absolutely amazing, Chef Sandra. Thanks so much for taking the time. Hey, we're going to send it back to you while we put this together, give it a taste. But gosh, I could use a jacket. What about you?
It's a little bit cold in here.
And if that's not an incentive to come on in, grab a cinnamon roll, take a seat, and watch the induction cook set at work. They have plenty of cooking demos throughout the rest of the time at the State Fair. So we'll see you here, guys.
Molly,
we'll have to eat some halloumi cheese.
Question, because I'm going to be using our induction cooktop tomorrow for the first time. If you take the pan off and then put it back on, the heat just returns, correct? Or you don't have to do anything?
It just
returns. Is that the case?
If you take the pan off and put it back on, the heat just returns to it?
Okay, so that's a great question. If I take the pan off, it's going to get mad and start beeping at you really soon because you're no longer connecting. But as soon as I put it back on, I might have to turn it back on because it turned off automatically. Okay. The awesome thing is that not only do these do that, you can set a timer. So if you leave the pan on and say you've got your great uncle cooking and he needs help getting the stove off sometimes, or maybe your teenager,
or maybe yourself.
Maybe you. The awesome thing is you can set a timer and have it only run for, say, 15 minutes or so. You can also get super precise temperatures. Like, say you want to cook like 140 and you're going to temper some chocolate, or 375 because you're going to be frying. You can set to the exact temperature on a lot of the models.
Ooh,
Okay.
smart. So yes, John, it might get mad at you, but it will still work.
Okay, that's good to know because I'm doing something.
Won't be the
special
only
tomorrow.
one in your house, probably.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Molly. That question was for me.